Hello, and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. Today, I want to talk to you about two free apps that if you have an iPhone, it's already on your phone. If you have an Android or another type of phone, there are apps that are extremely similar to this. I have friends that use those as well. But today, I'm going to be sharing with you what I use on my iPhone. Now, the great thing is I also have a MacBook. That's the computer that I use all of the time. And so because of that, I have a cloud. And that way, anything that's in these apps is automatically also on my computer. So I can quickly move back and forth between the two of those. Sometimes I've downloaded an app that's for productivity. Unfortunately, the developer will stop doing updates, or all of a sudden it's not available, or my phone updates and then I can't use that app anymore because it's too old and I lose all of the data that I've stored there. This is why I love these apps, because they come with the iPhone. They're always going to be updated and they're always accessible. So the two apps that I'm talking about are the Notes app and the Reminders app. These are little apps that just kind of hang out on your phone, and I really didn't used to use them that much, but here lately I have been using them a ton. I use the Notes app for just about anything that I need to access quickly, or if I have a thought and I need to jot it down really quickly, I'm going to put it right there in the Notes app, and then I can move it somewhere else if it needs to stay somewhere permanently. Some ideas of some things that I keep in the Notes app. I keep a book list. You're talking to a friend, they're like, hey, I highly recommend this book. I'm just going to search for book, pull up that book list, and I can add that to the list. Someone tells me about a great restaurant to try. I have a restaurant list on this phone. If I am working on an article and I'm in the car line, this just happened the other day, I'm waiting for my daughter from school and I think, hey, I'd like to share this. I'm going to quickly open that app. I can even use the voice text and quickly put down that information, and it's going to be easily accessible to me. There are so many ways to use this. There might be ways that you use it that I wouldn't, and vice versa. But I know that you will find a way that this works really well for you. Another thing I use this for is Christmas ideas. I'm in the store and I see something. I think, oh, that might be something that I would think about getting someone for Christmas. And so I'm going to add that to that list. I know that you can find ways to use this that may not apply to me and vice versa, but I really think that this app is a free app that's a really great way to keep up with information. Now, the second app I want to talk about is the Reminders app. This is probably my favorite app. I have multiple lists, and you can add the list, you can color code them, you can really do it however you want to do it. But this is where I keep my grocery list, and I have a couple of different lists for shopping. I have a shopping list, so say something breaks in the house, or I'm just kind of keeping my eye out for a certain kind of cake plate or something like that. I don't know about you, but sometimes my brain is a little bit scattered and I may be in TJ Maxx and think, what was it that I was wanting to purchase? What was it I was thinking about? I can pull up that shopping list and there it is. I have a grocery list. Maybe I'm upstairs brushing my teeth and realize we're running out of toothpaste. I might not have my planner in front of me, and I don't actually bring my planner into the grocery store, but I do bring my phone. So I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to add toothpaste to that grocery list. My husband says, hey, we need to buy some more lunch meat. I'm going to throw that on that list. And that way it's always with me. I know that I've made a paper list before and then left it at home, and that's super frustrating. So I love keeping a list on my phone because this is something that I'm going to have with me in the store. A few other lists that I keep on my phone. I keep a packing list if I have a trip upcoming and I think, oh, I don't need to forget to bring that. I'm going to add that to that packing list. Once you check those things off, they do disappear off of the list. And so you can just use this for any trip that's coming up. It doesn't matter. You don't have to change the title of it. You're just going to put the stuff. Once you check it off, you know that it's already been packed, you've taken care of it, and then it's ready for your next trip. Probably my favorite use is I have two lists, things to do this week, things to do this month, and actually a third list that's my long-term to do. I'm at church and I am reminded that I need to reorder something that I see that we're running low on. And it's something that's kind of important. I need to do it this week. I'm going to throw it on that list because I'm out. I don't have my planner with me. But when I sit down that week to plan out what I'm going to do, and maybe even to plan out my next day, I'm going to open up this Reminders app. I'm going to check that list. And that way, the things that randomly hop in my brain, I don't know about you, but for me, they'll hop in my brain and then they hop right back out. So once I think of them, even if it's in the evening and I'm in the bed, I'll grab my phone and add that to my list so I don't forget to do it. The things to do this month are the things that maybe aren't quite as pressing, but it's something like, hey, I should get this done pretty soon. The long term is maybe something I think, you know what, I really need to paint the back door. It's not something I have to do today, tomorrow, next week, but it's something I need to keep in my mind to be reminded of when I'm planning ahead. And so I keep it there. I love being able to digitally keep track of this stuff just because it's so easily accessible to me. But then I do make sure to transfer it to my planner so I make sure that I have a plan to get it done. And this is another app that you can also share with someone else. My husband and I have had an ongoing list for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years that are things that we share about what we need to get done in our house, and we can both add to that list. So if you have an iPhone, these are 2 apps that you already have on your phone. They're free, but you can use these to really make yourself keep up with the things you need to keep up with and to be more productive. And hopefully these things will help you to find margin for the good things in your life. If you've enjoyed these videos, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you'll be notified when the next video goes live.